go and have an outside broadcast. They have been attacked by a supposed bodyguard of the MC for the area. Antaro Ibrahim joins us again. He's the director and producer for the show. Antaro, welcome back. What more can you share with us? What's happening? Hello, Antaro. Hello, Antaro. Go back to the phone line. Antaro Ibrahim is joining us as director and producer for the Onua Maakye show. Antaro, welcome back.
Thank you. How are you guys doing?
Antaro, your line is breaking. You may have to reposition yourself. Hello?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Johnny, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's the latest? Okay. I understand that some more men are coming in there and all of that. What can you share?
Okay, so the update now is the guy who was telling us to stop our production has been picked up by the police. There was some confusion there. So he's been picked up. He's been taken to the hospital, I'm sure, because he has a very big cut on his head. One of the guys were like, you can't stop people here. This is our land. They're not the one to tell us not to do the production here. So I think that we don't know where the guy came from, but I heard it's called Mayweather. Just came in there, and then there was some confusion in there. So the guy has been picked up, he's been taken to the hospital. The guy who told us not to do the production. Yeah.
His name is Weather. This person who came to confront this supposed bodyguard.
It's called Mayweather, that's what I heard.
Mayweather. I'm sure he's also as built as this, the other guy who prevented your team from
exactly. He was boiling up. The youth here are extremely upset. They are very upset. So, calm is still being, the police are telling us we should now pack our things because I heard more people are coming from a different place now as we talk.
So the police are telling you to pack your things because they are unable to protect you. Is that the case?
No, they are able to protect us, but they are saying they don't want our things to be spoiled. That's what they are saying.
I see.
But they've been able, because majority of the people here want the program to go on. I can just count the people who do not want the program to go on. That should be about 4.
4 out of how many people
we are
approximately?
I can say we are about 500 or more here. And 4 people are telling us we can't do our production. That's very bad. And
presently, the first time I spoke with you earlier, the police came. They saw this gentleman who had prevented the outside broadcast from happening, and he did not pick him up. What could have necessitated they coming back to pick him up now?
The picking up is because he's hurt now. They've taken him straight to the hospital. He was saying they need to talk to the MC first before he will allow us to work. And the police commander was like, you are not the one supposed to tell me. If you have a problem, call the MC and tell the MC that these people can't do, but you can't tell me. I'm here to make sure these people are safe and sound. What they are doing, it's media work. They are free to talk. You don't have that power. So that's what's boiling up the youth here in Obuasi.
Now, this gentleman, so is it an arrest or he is being taken to safety?
No,
I want to understand this.
Frankly, this is not an arrest. Blood is coming from his face. This is not an arrest.
But how did that happen? How did this suddenly get blood in his face?
Nobody saw where Mayweather came from. From what I gathered, he asked, who is Alpha? And then this is Alpha. All of a sudden, within a twinkle of an eye, blood coming from his face. And what I heard is one of the guys that don't tolerate stuff like that.
So Mayweather comes in and goes straight to attack Alpha because
Alpha is telling us we can't do the show. And he's saying, you Alpha, you're able to get something from here. Some of us from yesterday, you haven't even eaten. And these people are here to talk for us. They are not doing MPP, NDC. This is about Galamsey, about us. This land belongs to us. The little we can gather from Galamsey to also make sure our families are okay. So why are you doing this to us?
Now, I want to understand something. Is this Mayweather also affiliated to the ruling government?
It's not affiliated, from what I know, from any ruling government or NDC. It's for the youth. That's what I heard.
Because
from what we gathered, they're saying he's for the youth. He doesn't like stuff like that, confusion and all that.
I see. So the team, earlier you said the team was calm, but with the advent of the present situation, more people coming in there, the crowd getting bigger and bigger, how is the team faring?
The team are very fine. So people are watching on TV and listening on radio as well. So they are coming here. They rather go upstairs because they were waiting to watch it on TV. So when they heard it on news, on TV, they decided to come in here. So that's how come we have a lot of crowd in here.
Is Captain Smart and the rest of the team back from the police station? They went there earlier to see the police commander and all of that. Are they back?
Yeah, they are back. So we are about starting our setup. That's when the fracas started. So we are trying to make sure everything is calm, then we can start our program.
Did Captain Smart give you a briefing? If he can speak with us, we'll be happy to hear his side of the story.
Captain has been told to move to a different location.
Right.
Because the more people see him, they like chairman, captain, Kasamayan, like stuff like that. So police are saying he should just go somewhere and then they'll protect him. So captain is very fine. The team will also be fine. Yeah.
But what did they share with you when they returned? I'm sure you had a brief conversation as producers.
No, captain just landed and then this action began. So I haven't had the opportunity to talk to him. I only told him that is he okay? He was like, oh yeah, I'm okay. So don't worry, everything will be fine. So that's the only thing I gathered.
In terms of police presence on the ground, what would you say it is now?
Oh, police. To be frank, police are doing a lot here. They are doing a lot here. That's what I can say. They are protecting. They are trying to tell the people that calm down. Things will be done. Bodyguard of the MC. I saw about 4 or so people restraining and holding him because he wanted to go back in there to. I'm not too sure if he wanted to fight Mayweather back. Is that the case? I'm sure if that's the video that he was being restrained not to go back. Yeah.
Okay, Antaro, well, thank you very much. And the videos we're talking about are live on our Facebook page.
Thank you, bro.
3FM 927. That's Antaro Mohammed joining us all the way from Obuasi. Well, presently we don't know if the OB will happen or not because the police are asking our team to pack their staff and protect the private company's property, as it were. But William, you and I were discussing a while ago that there's a mining conference or a mining summit happening.
Yes.
The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources has been waxing lyrical.
The things that we are going there to speak about is the same thing this conference by the Ghana Chamber of Mines has put together to speak about.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering why somebody will come and just disrupt our program. We are paying money to hold a summit. Talk about responsible mining and how even the towns in those areas could be industrialized through the energy sector's efforts and the mining sector's efforts, and all these things are going to be discussed there. Because if you go to Obuasi today, I haven't been there this year, but I've been to Obuasi quite recently. It is a sorry sight. I mean, there's nobody in Obuasi who is happy about their roads, who is happy about the standards of living, and this is a town that has provided gold for the state in terms of exports for more than 100 years. And so there's an irony here, and if you're hearing somebody who's supposed to be close to the, I'm just wondering if we can get the team to verify the true identity of this gentleman who came there to do what
I think that's not in question, the Alpha who's supposed to be the bodyguard. For me, I find it, and I side with your earlier point to me that, look, the government will hold some of these summits and then tell us that we as the media should own it and decentralize the information. How do they expect that we decentralize this information?
Exactly.
How are we going to do it? We're going to be doing it by outside broadcast because by the NCA's own rules, Onua FM is not supposed to be broadcasting that far. At best, we can get our Akuma FM to carry it. And even Akuma FM has its own limitations in terms of reach and spread. So those who cannot afford the internet to watch on Facebook and connect that way, they would expect that they see it on the ground. You get the point. Now the people are on the ground trying to communicate the same things that you are spending money to communicate in Accra with their own budget. And they are being prevented by people who are affiliated to the government. Pure Ajana 1, Ajana 2.
And the summit is under the aegis of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, and it's on the theme harnessing mining and energy potential for sustainable national development. Obuasi is part of the nation.
Obuasi is the headquarters, actually.
Obuasi is mining.
Yes.
And this is what they are discussing. We are here to do the same thing.
And for many people, when you package it like this with the big jargon, it seems so far removed from them.
In an air-conditioned room.
In
an air-conditioned
room, you put all of this. They'll have a theme harnessing for successful D&D environmental. And
we are going there to break down
the jargons and simplify the technicalities.
Thank you. That's all it is. And if you're watching us on Facebook and on Twitter, and you see the fracas just to get this, is it Mayweather or June weather, into the police vehicle, it wasn't easy at all. All forward. Just take a look at this. You have about 6 people holding the shirt, holding the head, trying to push him into the vehicle. His shirt is now torn, shorts, dirty, face bloody. All for what? All of this fracas just because we are going outside to, as we say, going a knowledge sharing expedition. What is this for?
And you see the physical confusion on the ground in Obuasi. I find some, information confusion around from Professor Frimpong what is
right,
and it's still mining.
It's connected.
I'm reading from the Daily Graphic that after the interrogation on the same day, May 15, Professor Boateng was granted self-recognizance bail in the sum of 2 million Ghana cedis.
It's not correct. Listen to them.
But the man said they even prevented him from.
Listen to them.
As soon as I sat down, the chief investigator came to me. I was sitting down. He put his left hand on my right shoulder and said, "Professor, you're under arrest."
He said you're under arrest?
Yes, under arrest. Why? Well, he says they are investigating corruption and corruption-related activities of the IMCIM, and that is the Interministerial Committee.
You were the chairman of?
I was the chairman of. Any specific thing I have done? No, they're just doing the investigation. But all the same, I was under arrest. I find it really strange. But then, that was my first time in such an office.
That was the man himself.
But you see, if the OSP is clarifying invitation of Professor Boateng in the graphic, invitation. How does invitation give somebody bail?
He who feels it knows it more.
No, I mean, if I'm invited, how would the concept of bail come inside?
Yeah.
It is when I'm arrested.
That's right.
Because the headline is saying OSP clarifies invitation of.
Yeah, but you didn't invite him. You brought him there to arrest him.
The sources told Graphic that as a matter of procedure of the OSP, persons of interest in investigations were either granted bail or detained for more questioning, taking cognizance of the 48-hour period stipulated in the Constitution of the Republic. So we need to know whether he was invited or arrested by the OSP.
Well,
this is not even clear here.
I've read the letter that the OSP authored by Kisi Jebeng. Said that he said direction for where is it? Let me look.
I mean that anyway.
So
we need better.
Yes. So the letter says that it's dated the 3rd of May, by the way, to Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, 91 Independence Avenue, Kanda, Accra. The direction to attend the office of the special prosecutor. That's like an invitation. Direction to attend.
Same.
Well, so now the office of the special prosecutor has commenced investigation into suspected corruption and corruption related offenses in respect of the activities and expenditure of the dissolved Inter-Ministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. The OSP considers you a person necessary for the investigation. You are directed to attend the office of the special prosecutor at 6 Haile Selassie Avenue, South Ridge, Accra, on Tuesday, 16th May 2023 at 10 GMT for interviewing. You may be accompanied by counsel of your choice, may, not shall, you are further directed to come along with all necessary documents in respect of the work of the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. Faithfully, Kessie Jabin, Special Prosecutor. So there's no place.
This is invitation.
Yes. So what is the Special Prosecutor now saying?
So who are? No, it's not clear.
So the chief, according to him, the chief investigator there. Okay.
As soon as I sat down, the chief investigator came to me. I was sitting down. He put his left hand on my right shoulder and said, "Professor, you're under arrest."
He said you're under arrest?
Yes, under arrest. Why? Well, he says they are investigating corruption and corruption-related activities of the IMCIM, and that is the Interministerial Committee.
You were the chairman of?
I was the chairman of. Any specific thing I have done? No, they're just doing the investigation. But all the same, I was on arrest. I found it a little strange. But then, that was my first time in such an office.
That's the man.
Well, maybe in the course of the day we'll get some clarity on this.
I'm looking for that tape. I'll play that tape.
How do I get invited and get
arrested?
And get self-cognizance with them? Now the thing turns into
Sunrise on 3FM.
This is my motherland, Lady Ghana tiny. Anything I go talk, we get the timing. Bo up with Nia hey, Bonnie Dane Fay. Malabahi can you find the Bajamin Cabo? Why you local ninja lawa where me capable? I promise on my own I'm over Kaya and Shona. Ling up in Mina Sana, Libukuna no Shona.
Yawaena, Jumanchi Afiko May, Kowan Kabila Capito, Zahida Kai. Banda bambanci Udena zalunci Ubangijin Allah wai ma Zumunci ya fi komai.
And corruption-related activities of the IMCIM, and that is the Interministerial Committee.
Which you were the chairman of?
I was the chairman of. Any specific thing I have done? No, they are just doing the investigations. But all the same, I was on arrest. I found it a little strange. But then, that was my first time in such an office. They asked me whether I was ready for the interview. And I said, well, why not? I'll answer as much as I could. So I was questioning for about 2 hours or so, maybe a little bit more. And after that, I was told that I had to be bailed before I could be released. Of course, they don't even suggest self-recognizance bail. I needed somebody to bail me. So a friend of mine was down there at the lobby. He came up and bailed me. So I left. And they went with my friend to his house to see where he was staying. So that if I absconded, maybe they will find my friend and he will then produce me to the court. Yes. This is what happened.
I see. But what was the original purpose of the invitation to the Office of Special Prosecutor?
Yeah, they said they were investigating corruption and corruption-related activities of the IMCIM. I found it a little bit strange. Anyway, that was the invitation.
The Special Prosecutor's invitation?
Yes.
I see. And so when the tour...
That invitation came a day after I had received a suit from Mr. Gabriel Chidapon.
I see. So after Gabriel Chidapon...
I'm not saying that the two are related, but just the time frame.
And what was Gabriel suing you for?
Defamation.
So this 2-hour interrogation, the interview that you had with the investigator, did it give you an indication of exactly the corruption or corruption-related activity that...
They asked a lot of questions. I cannot go over those questions now. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that. I don't know. It's a court, not a court aside, but they're doing the investigation, so I don't want to go into those details. But they went through a lot of questions, yes.
I see. And did your friend tell you, or did you have any indication of how much the bail amount was?
I heard 2 million cedis.
2 million cedis?
This is what I heard, yes.
But your friend didn't tell you exactly what?
I think, if I remember, 2 million, yeah. I was told 1 million and then another million, I don't know, but I heard the figure 2 million.
2 million. Were you charged?
No, I was not charged.
You weren't charged?
No.
I see. And so it was just on the basis of that corruption and corruption-related
investigation
that you were. And have you been invited since?
No, I've not been invited since. No, since May. No.
No follow-ups, invitations.
No.
I see. But now this is coming out. Now that you have been, you were arrested and granted bail. Why do you think this is coming up now? After this happened 16th May?
I really don't know, because when we were there were a lot of journalists at the gate. So they stopped me and wanted to interview me, but I didn't want to. I mean, when I'm not sure about things, about court things and investigations, I don't speak at all. But this afternoon, somebody called me and sent me a link that he read it from OSP online portal. I don't know whether that is true or not, but this is what I was told. As I said, it may not be true, so let's keep it that way.
I see, but was it in relation to these excavators and the matters captured in your report, the missing excavators? Did they mention anything of a sort during the
As I said, they mentioned we go over a lot of topics, so
including the missing excavators.
I will not mention any specific thing, but we went through a lot of things. But as I said, I'm not very sure whether I'm supposed to mention them or not, because records were taken and we have the records.
And did they make reference to the details in the reports that was leaked, your report?
No. We didn't go over, I don't think we went over the reports that I wrote.
I see. No. During that 2-hour period?
No.
There was no reference to the...
No. I don't remember, no.
Interesting. So, but, I mean, over the period, I'm sure you've had time to also look back at how the interrogation. Did the OSP give you an indication that you're going to be invited again?
Well, they said if they did me, they will invite me. This is what I was told. So,
if they need you, they're going to invite you.
Yes.
Have you seen this shoot as well by Captain Koda?
I have seen it, and I've given my lawyers are dealing with it. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you've been served?
Yes. The interesting thing is that it goes through the internet, social media, for a day or two before I'm served. So I was served this afternoon.
This afternoon?
Yes.
And what exactly is he?
He said I've defamed him.
Defamation.
Defamation.
Same as W. Asarichula.
Yes.
So
there's a third one.
There's a third shoot.
Yes. John Ufuriata Dawune, the former National Security Coordinator for the Central Region.
He was also captured in the report.
Captured in the report. Together with Kouzi, also suing for defamation.
John Oforiata is also suing for defamation.
Yes.
You are expecting a lot more of these suits of defamation, is it not?
Yeah, I'm ready for them. Some of them will be sorry.
I see. And you still stand by the details of this report?
I don't deny the report. I know the report, but I have not published any report. Mm-hmm. And the report was meant for the presidency and not for public consumption.
Indeed. And that's something that you've been consistent about?
Yes.
Do you feel targeted, I mean, in all of this?
Of course, in a way. I'll be a fool not to feel that way, that the party allied, the government are serving, and so on, seem to be doing that, because if you hear whether that is true or not, if we hear the official communication from the jury house saying that the report is hearsay and Frimpong what his personal opinion, and the Attorney General also saying the same thing, and so on, and you go around the nation and the destruction and pollution are increasing, then it saddens me.
I just came from the Obuasi forest, and the evidence is quite clear there that the illegal mining is still ongoing. And when you hear these things, certainly must be of concern to you, even though you are not in the thick of things anymore.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you feel it when you are. I mean, when I go to the village and so on, and places where you could buy foodstuffs, you can't get them anymore. Places where you could get fish, it's all gone, and you have to send. I have to send plantain from here, Accra, to my people in the village.
You have to send plantain.
Yeah. When I'm going home, I have to send plantain and other things there.
But it's supposed to be the reverse. They have to bring you plantain.
But it's not happening.
I've just received a statement from the OSP. In fact, it just come through because until now we didn't have this communication. It's just come through.
What is it?
They say that illegal mining update on 10 October 2022, the Office of Special Prosecutor published that it had commenced.
When is it dated? Is it recent?
This is, yes. So it says the OSP acknowledged the recent calls for action and investigation into the matters by the public and civil society following the publication of a report on parts of these matters authored by yourself. Mm-hmm. In fact, it was dated the 2nd of May. Mm-hmm. And so it goes on to say the OSP will take necessary action against all persons deemed culpable of corruption and corruption-related offences in the mining sector. This is.
I've not seen this.
Okay. But you intimate that they did not make reference to this said report. But then your time as a chairman of the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining.
Yes.
That was what they.
There are a lot of questions on those. Yes.
And obviously, one of the major issues being those missing excavators, which also came up.
Well, I said I find it difficult to go into details because I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to do that. So I'll refrain from answering any question in that direction, specific questions on.
But did you seize any gold that someone can say you couldn't account for?
Please, as I said, I don't want to go into those things.
The reason is that these are some of the information that we are also scanning around. And when these things come up, thought it twice to also bring it to your notice that this is what is also being said out there. That during the IMCIM's period, the office went through a lot of questions. But as I said, I don't think I have to answer any specific questions or tell you what we discussed in details because I'm not sure whether it is. Because I didn't record. They did a recording. So let me not go through this and make mistakes. So let's keep it like that. And you as you said in the earlier interview, you are ready for any questions during your period as IMCIM chair.
Sure. And because if I remember, because the office was dissolved and taken over by the Office of the Chief of Staff, and a lot of gadgets went to the National Security Ministry. So I may not be up to date on certain issues or the minute details about certain things.
When the last time we spoke, I made reference to the statement made by Charles Bishu, your executive secretary, that you are also not clean, and so you should be ready to answer.
No, I don't want to go into what Charles Bishu said or not. Do not say.
56 minutes after 9 here on 3FM 92.7. Well, the University of the Free State is asking you to join them on a transformative journey towards academic excellence. If you are a prospective student in Ghana seeking a prestigious university experience in South Africa, this is your chance. Look no further. They're cordially inviting you to explore the exceptional alternative. The University of Free State Office. You a chance to meet seasoned recruiters that will help you to make a decision. The event is also happening today and tomorrow. That's the 8th and 9th of June 2023 at the Mövenpick Ambassador Hotel. It's underway presently. And the mission is to empower ambitious individuals like you with an opportunity to thrive in a vibrant global community, immerse yourself in a world-class research, engage in meaningful collaborations, and also contribute to groundbreaking advancement in your field of study. At the University of the Free State, they take pride in their 7 faculties of academic excellence. Whether you aspire to delve into science, arts, commerce, or humanities, the dedicated faculties provide unwavering support throughout your postgraduate journey. And there will be on-the-spot admissions available as well. So don't miss out on this chance to unlock your full potential. Join our esteemed institution and make your mark on the world. Begin your remarkable academic adventure with us today. For more information, visit our Facebook page as KOVSIE2B, and also contact them on WhatsApp +27813759909. That's +27813759909. Take this final step towards a brighter future. Enroll at the University of the Free State right now. That's your first step. Take it. Happy birthday to the cornerstone, Nana Ekia Mensa Abrampa of 3 Business. Nana Ekia Mensa Abrampa, cornerstone. Happy birthday to you. Also, happy birthday to PURI and to Remy. It's your birthday today, PURI of our entertainment desk. Happy birthday to you. And also a happy birthday to Mrs. Nancy Thompson, mother of Mr. Alfred Thompson, all your children, former headmistress of Wegate, and former chairman of the council of the UCC. Big woman. It's your birthday as well. Happy birthday to you. My name is Johnny Hughes. I've been here with Helena Piampo, who's been feeling cold all morning.
All morning, guys. Are you guys not feeling cold?
You know, it's in our DNA.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
I'm feeling very cold. I've turned off the AC more than 4 times.
Yours is the work of the devil. DJ Abiam, thank you so much indeed. A free 62s, one Mamea, Miss Amy Kukwa, everybody who worked on the production from the back end, all those who called and contributed, we're grateful. William, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Corporate Connect coming up on the 16th. You can't lose out. And then on the 24th, there's going to be a special Kuchoko Roots Festival. Black Rasta and his team, all the way at Alliance Française, soldiers from Ghana, soldiers from across West Africa, and many other places from across the world. A spiritual blend of Jamaican reggae and indigenous African roots music. Kuchoko. Buy your tickets at 100 Ghana cedis only and enjoy the party after party within the party with some fresh cocoa free of charge. Grandnuts, kuli kose masa. Enjoy. My name is Johnny Hughes. Tomorrow will be Friday. Community Connect will be in the mix. But know that today, Captain Smart and his team on Onua Maakye have been attacked at Obuasi by a supposed bodyguard of an MCE who prevented them from holding the outside broadcast program. The ironical part is that in Accra we are holding a mining summit, talking about the same things they wanted to say, just not in English but in Twi. That's the Motro Mojo things we do in this country. Good morning.